Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron Shockwave. So as a quick look at the packaging here, as you can see we've got a really awesome look of Shockwave on the front there. That art is just epic. And then we have level 2 intermediate and whatnot, and then Shockwave on the side. We can see it's Series 1 figure number 3, and then on the back we have tech specs. We have a bio if you want to pause that and give that a read. And we've got his 2 modes, so pretty nice box. Let's get this figure open and see just how awesome this guy really is. And onto Shockwave then. In vehicle mode he looks absolutely incredible. This is a perfect representation, as far as I can tell, of his in-game perception. You actually get to play this online on both the first and second games. And he also obviously appears throughout the game, and he just looks absolutely phenomenal. He's a very good Shockwave purple. He's got the silver and the light pink going on, and then he's got this translucent part right here, which, as you can see with my lights shining on it, looks really cool. The engine part back here looks cool. Very good thruster-like back section. Not really much to say, to be honest, about the underside. I mean, you can see there's a body and there's legs and whatnot, but for the most part it really does look extremely nice. So let's get on to transformation. So to transform this figure, we're going to start up at the back here. So we're going to move these out of the way, and if you like it like this, obviously you can use it like that if you wish, but we're going to unplug this back section right here, and you can go ahead and split them apart. They're going to be the arms, and we're just going to raise this section up, allowing us to open up these 2 parts here and remove this from the body, and this is his weapon, and we'll get to that in a second. So let's just sort out the legs here. We can flip out the feet and straighten them up, and then these sections on the side swivel down and sit in place down there, filling out the legs, and that's them done. And then up here we want to split apart the arms up top and fold them all the way down, enabling us to bring this section over, and here comes the reveal. Out pops the head, and I'll get some focus in here so we can move in. The shoulders then peg in on both sides, and then you can move them down, get the arms coming down, and bring out the hands. Now the gun, you can use that peg right there and plug it in the hand, which looks like that, and it's not too fantastic, but if you want to actually make it look like it's part of the arm, you can see this notch right here. Well, that is going to plug into that little peg right there, that one right there. So we're going to push that into there. And there we are now. Shockwave looks like he's got a gun for an arm instead of just looking like he's holding his weapon. And in robot mode this guy looks absolutely fantastic, and he is a little bigger than when he was in vehicle mode. He does open out a little bit more, but really not that much. He's essentially the same size he is that way, just stood up. And I mean, it's not a problem. As you can see, size comparison wise, with Megatron he's the same size, and then with Optimus Prime from the first game, these figures were a little bit bigger, so he's obviously a little bit smaller than him, but he's very good. But for his vehicle mode, if you were to put him next to other Seekers and whatnot, he is very small, and it's not too bad, because the actual Fall of Cybertron Seekers, they're not that big anyway. So I would definitely say that this figure is not too small by any means, but in the game he is represented as being much bigger and bulkier when he gets into his robot mode. As you can see, the legs are quite thin and skinny, and they're quite hollow on the inside too. I think that they look fine, especially from the outside, but in the game he does have very thick, full blocky legs. And then if we move on to the arms, he also has much bigger arms than this they're a little weedy. However, this one looks obviously great with the gun on it, but it should be about that size with a massive fist, but it doesn't matter too much. The head for this figure is really where they have really excelled. It just looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, the light piping, even though I haven't got light shining from behind it, you can see it works really well. So when you do put light behind it, it looks absolutely phenomenal, and so does this chest. Nothing comes in from the back or anything, but light gets in there and lights it all up. And if I bring that in closer and give you a nice close-up of that, you can see a nice sort of diamond pattern going on inside there. And we've got really nice moulded detail on the outside of it too. Looks extremely nice. We have a really nice Decepticon logo, and then nice silver and light pink, and moulded on detail all around that waist section and down through the legs and everything. It looks absolutely phenomenal. If we switch it over to the back here, you can see it even follows on through there. Really nice spine. But the only problem really that I can see that really sticks out is just that he's got a screw in his butt, and then he's got these two screws right here. So onto articulation here, the head swivels left and right. There's no up and down movement, it's not on a ball joint. However, the head as a whole does sort of go up and down. When you transform it back, you just push it all the way in and it'll lock down. The shoulders here rotate a full 360, and they also go in and out. And then we have an in and out movement here as well, so it's kind of like a double jointed elbow kind of thing there. And then you can also swivel up and down the elbow there on that ball. And then the hands go in and out, and then obviously this one with the gun does not. You can actually remove the end of this gun, and this is translucent plastic here, and then you have this other design. And there we go. So I think that looks like the is it the photon cannon or something? And then with this end on, it looks like the DLC gun that you can get that is actually Shockwave's cannon. And as for the waist or anything, he does not have any waist swivel at all. And then we have ball jointed hips, which move very well. And then we have a knee joint, and we also get a swivel up here in the knee as well. And then the feet move up and down. So as far as articulation goes, it's very good for Transformers. It would have been nice to have a waist swivel. There's no reason why they couldn't have done that. There's nothing there hindering it. However, they didn't. It doesn't need any like pivot or anything or actual whole foot movement, because you can get him in really nice wide stances and he'll stand very well, because the actual area that touches the floor is quite long, even if they are very hollow. But yeah, complaints on the whole, it's just that that's a little hollow, and then you can just see some visible screws. But apart from that, I must say this is just such an awesome figure for Shockwave. But the problem is, he's not a Voyager. I really would love this figure in Voyager form, maybe with the legs filled out a little more. It would be awesome if the gun actually stayed on the arm and actually transformed as part of that, but that would be a much more intricate transformation, obviously. But yeah, I definitely think that this thing in Voyager would be so awesome. And you know, Shockwave's a large character, really, it should be, but in this scale it looks awesome next to your Grimlock and your Starscream figure. So yeah, I'd say this is 100% a must buy if you're into Transformers, or if you're into Shockwave, or if you're into the game. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to see the Optimus or the Megatron that I use for a size comparison in this video, then go ahead and check out the Transformers playlist on my channel, and subscribe to see Jazz and Optimus Prime from this wave, and also some older War for Cybertron figures. I'm going to be doing some reviews of some older figures, i.e. Megatron, Bumblebee, Cliffjumper, and so on. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time.